Next up, the Harlem Globetrotters are in the business of being the best, and they have a proven track record of doing just that. The team currently holds 22 Guinness World Records for things like longest shot under one leg, most slam dunks in 1 minute, and most half-court shots in an hour. They got 348. I might be able to get a couple. In November, they set 6 of them all at once in honor of Guinness World Records Day. It is more than enough to put them down in trick shot history, but the Globetrotters have no plans of letting up. In this year's world tour, aptly named Pushing the Limits, they plan to set a new world record in every single game. 2 team members, Moose Weeks and Dragon Taylor, join me now. Hey guys, thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for having us.
Can you describe for me how each of you ended up with the Globetrotters?
Well, we all have a different, unique story, but I played professional basketball somewhere else, and I was at home, and I got a call from the Harlem Globetrotters. I was like, wait, the Globetrotters are calling me? And they said they heard about me, they saw some of my YouTube footage, and they brought me in for a tryout, and now I'm here 7 years later.
So they saw, tell me if I'm wrong here, I think you played in the D-League?
Yeah,
is that right?
Yes.
Did they see footage of you just having a great game in the D-League, or was it more novelty stuff, you doing crazy things that you wouldn't see in an ordinary game?
Well, my unique skill is jumping high. I have a 45-inch vertical, which is why my name is Dragon, because I jump so high sometimes like I got wings on my back. So they saw my unique skills of jumping high, and that's something that they wanted to use for a part of the show.
All right, Moose, how about you?
Well, I played in a charity game against some former Globetrotters and NBA players, and I got the game MVP. And one of the former Globetrotters, he was like, familiar with me from back in my high school days, and he said, hey, you should be with us. And he gave me the contact of Sweet Lou Dunbar, a Globetrotter legend, and he's also our director of player personnel, so he gave me an opportunity that I ran with, and, 10 years later, I'm still touring the globe doing what I love.
Dragon mentioned that his special attribute or special skill is the vertical. What's your defining trait or traits?
I play above the rim, and I play aggressively. A moose, I'm not named Moose because I look like one. I eat like one. But, a moose has a large stature, and they're known for their temperament. So I like to pride myself on being a large, powerful, angry dunker, if you will. But you got to see that when you come. I'm going to smile.
And I read that in high school a while ago, when you would dunk on guys, you would scream, "I feel." What was it? I feel. Is it I feel it or I feel they feel me?
I feel him.
And do you still do that?
I feel him because it's body to body.
When you make a call to play with the Globetrotters, tell me this. As a serious question, my assumption is that you guys are good enough. You talked about playing in the D-League. I don't know what your experience was, but my assumption is that at least for a while you could have been playing, maybe not D-League, maybe D-League, but overseas somewhere, playing in Europe, in China, in Israel. Was it tough to make the call to do this as opposed to going that route?
No, for me, no. I mean, I'm living a dream come true. Number one, I get to travel the world on someone else's expense. I've been to 53 countries.
And you do a lot of photography, right? As you travel, drone photography.
Drone photography. So pretty much every city, every country I go to, I like to get footage of that, scenery, and I get a chance to see like these amazing sceneries and get a chance to taste the food, and hopefully I get a chance to see some in Boston too. So.
Tough call for you? Even a little bit?
No, I always wanted to be a professional athlete, playing basketball and travel the world. And then also, I had this dream when I was little. I was going to, end world hunger and, heal the world somehow. Maybe not in that way, but I'm able to affect people's lives on a nightly basis. It's a unique thing with the Globetrotters because every night that you go out, you're a part of somebody's lifelong memory. Because everybody that we meet, wherever we go, whatever part of the world, it's like, I remember when.
Yeah.
I remember when I did this with my...
I remember the one time I saw the Globetrotters like 35 years ago. I mean, yeah.
So it means a lot.
Before we get you to give us a little preview of what people can see at TD Garden, I got to ask you, has the Globetrotter method changed at all compared to, again, I mentioned that I'm 47. I saw you probably 35 years ago. Back then, there was no SportsCenter Top 10, no social media. I mean, now you can see people doing insane stuff almost every minute of every day, whatever your preferred sport is. So have you guys had to change your approach given the way we live now and the way we get media now?
Well, back then it wasn't much media.
Yep.
And now we're able to capture pretty much footage of everything we do. We currently hold 21 world records. We just recently had one of my teammates, Hammer. He was top 10. He had a slam dunk skydiving.
Oh, he was on the ESPN film?
Yeah.
Cool.
So we got a chance to. So now everything is recorded. Those guys paved the way for us to become who we are today. So they were very skilled, and we learned some of our tricks that carry down all the way to now. So.
See, we pride ourselves on pushing the limits.
Yeah.
And that's why we named this year's tour Pushing the Limits, because we want to not only inspire people to do their best and try to go as far as they can, but we want to show them live that we're going to push it to the limits.
Yeah.
So that can mean a lot of things.
I don't know if you can push it to the limits fully here in this studio, given physical constraints, but this seems like the right time to ask you guys if you could provide a little bit of a demo of what people are going to see if they go to TD Garden on the 26th. So Dragon Taylor, Moose Weeks, can you show us some of what you can do?
Of course. Here we go.
Absolutely. How you feel, Dragon?
I feel good. How you feel?
Oh, I feel good, baby.
Ooh, let me tell you. Right there.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Handle that thing.
Oh, let me get that. Oh, off the butt. Hey. Oh, yeah, right there.
Handle that thing.
Oh,
Hey.
that thing right there. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right there, Moose. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Hey. Hey. Oh. 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 Ah. Hey. Here we go. What again? Hey. Oh, bring it. Ooh. Hey. Yeah. Going around the world. Sir.
I don't want to break your flow. Any chance we could see what a 45-inch vertical looks like from ground level? Even just like one? Just yeah,
You got to pay for that. I'm sorry.
gotta pay for that. All
We're
right.
going to show you some, but that
That's
is pushing the limits.
proprietary.
He's got the right idea. He's got the right idea. Now you can come out here, and we can show you something.
Yeah.
Want to learn a trick for us?
Oh, you know what?
nervous?
I'm getting a signal from the director after the show. Stick around for a second, because it's time for me to read and tell viewers you can catch more of Dragon Taylor and Moose Weeks and the rest of the Globetrotters on December 26th, the day after Christmas at TD Garden. For more info, visit harlemglobetrotters.com.